Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be fitting the quad lock motorcycle USB charger and the vibration dampener. I use quad lock for my phone when I'm traveling on the VFR, and I've heard that the vibration from motorcycles can damage the cameras on phones, so I've purchased the vibration dampener from quad lock. And I also needed the USB charger as well. So what do you get in the pack? There it is. That's the vibration dampener. So you get the dampener itself and a small Allen key, I assume, for tightening it down onto the original quad lock fitting, and the USB charger. You get some stickers. Okay, so you get a handy little USB port, the screw to hold it down onto the original quad lock fitting, and you get your battery terminals as well, positive and negative. You need to get the seat off. So just twist the key and it pulls out like that, like so. And then just get the little battery cover off, like so. Okay, so we're going to need to think about where we're going to place the USB port. Okay, so we need to get the original quad lock fitting off. And I'm going to be attaching this along with the anti-vibration dampener underneath. So let's get that Allen key. Okay, so just put the Allen key in and loosen up the fitting. Just do it that way. There we go. Okay, so now we get the anti-vibration dampener, and what you need to do, you see you've got this little kind of hollow threaded bolt. This needs to fix into the original bolt on the original fixing. So use your Allen key, pop it in there, and twist. That should tighten it down. There we go. Nice and tight, and that will now provide the vibration dampening. Got our dampener on and firmly fixed. We now take the USB charger, and obviously what you need to do is fix it. Again, you've got this sort of cog formation. Fix it in the orientation that you want it. For me, that's about right, so that the cable isn't going to foul on the tank and this isn't facing forward, so that would work for me. I may adjust it in future if it's not right, but and what you need to do now is get the original quad lock fixing. This then goes back on the top. In actual fact, what I may do is put it that way, because I've got the wire coming out this way now. And then obviously using the longer bolt that was provided in the packaging, you just reintroduce the fixture and then use the long Allen key to tighten the whole thing down. There we go. Looks a bit wobbly, but it's going to stop the vibrations. And we've got the USB charger in. Next thing is to route the power cables. So what I tend to do is run them underneath the tank. So I'll run it over on the right hand side of the tank. So we'll just get to loosening off the tank. To remove the tank, you've got these two 10mm bolts. So just put a 10mm socket on, obviously anti-clockwise. There we go. And then we've also got over on the front side of the tank, you've got two 8mm bolts that have got collars. So you need to loosen these, and then when you lift the tank, just be careful that you don't drop the collars down into the bike. So that's the first one. They're not very tight at all, these ones. They're just retaining bolts just to hold the tank in place. Just get them loosened right up. This one. That's the other one. And we just need to lift the tank. When we lift the tank, just be careful of these rubbers that protect the edge of the tank or the lip of the tank against the frame, because they are notorious in terms of when you take the tank up, they will fall off. Right, we've now routed the cable underneath the tank. When doing so, obviously try to keep it away from any hot engine parts, and we just now need to fix the retaining bolts back into their respective holes and tighten them down. You might need to do a little bit of manoeuvring just to get them to bite again so it seats properly. That one's in. And so is that one. I'll tighten those in a minute. And then, as we've done before, again we just need to tighten the two 10mm bolts back into the housing just over here. We've routed them through and under the tank. I'm just left with this piece now, which obviously we need to attach to the battery terminals. So what I tend to do, I do have an air horn already wired up. What I tend to do with the wires is just run them under this frame and feed it through to the battery. So I'll just do that. Okay, so we've got it through. I had to break the actual connector in half just to help feed it through underneath the frame, but we've got it through. So now I just need to connect up the battery terminals and then obviously the connector, just route it nicely, and then we'll give it a go. Okay, so we've connected up all the wires again now. So we've got the positive and the negative. It's all been put tidily back. So now it just remains to test the unit itself. Okay, so we've got it all installed. There's your vibration damper back on the original fitting with the cable coming up from under the tank. All I've done is done a little cable tie just down the bottom there just to keep it firm. I've allowed for enough play for when the handlebars turn. And now, seeing as I'm filming on my phone, I will use the wife's phone to check that we've got power. So I'll just plug in a USB cable. This is a long USB cable. I will get a shorter one for when I'm powering the phone. So we'll just plug it in. And there we have power. So that's it, folks. Nice and easy to install. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.